Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, I am live on a Sunday. What? But I have something super duper special for you today. So I am excited. If excited had a face, like if you could Google excited right now, you would see me. So let me know if you can see, hear me, all of that good jazz. Let me know in the comments if you can see and hear. And let me know where you're joining from. I am pumped. Okay, pumped because I get to interview the world traveler, the queen of the long game, the queen of sacrifice, simple sacrifice for ultimate success, student doctor, amazing Shirice Lesane. That is who I have coming to the stage this evening or this afternoon. And I am pumped. I'm pumped. And I hope that you are also. So let me know if you can see and hear me. And we will be getting started here shortly. How's your Sunday going? Did y'all go to church? Did y'all cook dinner? Let me know. And we will be coming to the stage here shortly. Ooh, Dr. Lesane.
Dr. J, ¿cómo está?
Greetings. Greetings. I am
Greetings
stoked.
and salutations.
Oh, I wish I was as tall. Don't laugh.
It's okay. Your personality and spirit makes up for, where you are lacking or,
Don't
in
start.
height.
Don't start. Don't start. Do not start. Okay. I'm already giving you a bomb intro, talks about you being a world traveler and, ultimate cheerleader, head coach of the Simple Sacrifices for Ultimate Success team, and student doctor.
I
Um,
appreciate that.
Girl, how did you get here? How did you come to be this person? Can we get a little backstory? Like, what's up?
Really? I don't know. I think it was the luck of the draw, the village that it takes to raise me. My mom, grandmothers, dad, grandfathers, just everyone in the circle, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, families, mentors, turned friends, everyone just kind of sending prayers, me putting my head down and doing the work. And now here we are.
Putting the head down and doing the work. So
Yes,
can we talk a little bit about that? So earlier today, Sharice and I were on the phone. We were chit-chatting, right? Chit-chatting it up about something totally unrelated. And then we ended up talking about showing up, doing the work, putting in the time.
mm-hmm.
Do you think that is taught or trained, or if you want it, you do it? Like, how does one come to be a person who is like, I'm gonna do it by all means necessary, or I know I gotta get this done, so I gotta do it? Like, how does one come into that? How does it, or in your opinion, right? In your opinion.
So, in my humble opinion, I truly believe that people take their life experiences and they either let them, like, you go one or two ways, right? So you
Mm.
experience something and either you take it and you let it motivate you, or you take it and you let it be an excuse. Because I know people who have, doctors and lawyers for parents, and they went on to be great. And then I know some people who have doctors and lawyers for parents and they went on to be our local criminal, right? So it really depends on how you take your experiences and how you process them. And so I think it's really no key to success, a golden ticket or anything. I think it's just a matter of how do you let those experiences shape your life moving forward.
That's good.
Mhm,
Ooh, that's big.
mhm.
That that's
So
big.
what do you think?
So I similar, right? I think that if you set your mind towards something to do it or to achieve it or to have it or whatever, I think that inertly, like you can either make it happen
Mhm.
or you can make excuses. I think
Right,
that when challenges come, it kind of makes or breaks a person, if you will, for lack of a better terminology, because you really got two choices: sink, swim,
right.
right? So if you're hungry, you got a few choices. Figure out how to not be hungry anymore or keep complaining about being hungry,
Hey,
right?
let your feet talk for you. Go fish.
Right. So I think that, yeah, I think it's developed. I do definitely think that some of the seeds that are planted in a person in their like formative years do matter, because I think that, that can make or break. But I definitely believe that if you want it bad enough, you're going to figure it out.
Right, true. I 100% agree. Even the science says that though. Even the science, like, you know, in your from when you're literally crying as a baby, how your tribe and your guardian handles that really kind of shapes or dictates. I don't want to say dictates, but can kind of predict the type of problem solver you'll be in life, right? So if you're coddled every time you cry, if you learn to self-soothe, how early, these are all things that the science tells us, right? Whether people believe it or not, here we are, COVID.
Right. Here, here we are, COVID. Here we are, COVID. Speaking of, here we are, COVID, right? And I know there's a lot, on these internets around like push through or not push through, or like, so it's like, how do you feel around people? This is not even like a COVID thing, right? Do you feel that as humans, as people working towards a goal, are we supposed to just push through, or are we supposed to not push through, or the title of this is the long game? So it's like, what are your thoughts there? So I'll preface with, yesterday I said I was talking about 2021 in general, and I asked the question like, did you set goals or did you just say like whatever for 2021? Some people set goals, some people didn't, whatever. I was like, look, here's the thing. If you think of 2021 as being a piece of the puzzle, right? Like
Mhm,
a part of the long game, it makes
mhm,
a lot of sense to set goals and parameters and boundaries around what it is that you want to happen over the
mhm.
course of the year, because it's just a portion of the larger picture.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Okay. So I think again, this is like big picture, right? I do think that, we must be, I talk to you all the time about like not only being intentional, because I do feel that word is overused, but being purposeful, right? And so I think that as we move and we make decisions and we set goals, right, we must be purposeful in all of our actions, right? And so if you want to get done, right? I think I was speaking with you the other day, right? You act as you are, right? And so if I'm a doctor, right, and I'm training to be a physician, now I act as I am, right? I act as the doctor that I want to be. But if I'm stuck in a habit of being piss poor, then my actions will show that I will act as I am because I am piss poor. So I think that it kind of that applies to like goal setting and just like working as a collective and just kind of everything, right? You act as you are. If I am a person that's going to achieve something, right? My actions show that I act
Mm-hmm.
as if I'm going to achieve. If I say I'm going to pay off all my debt, right? I don't, just because I see a flight for $100, I don't book that flight, right? And I'm a big person that loves to travel, right? But I act as if I need to pay off this debt. So I may have $10,000 in my mutual funds, my stocks, my savings, whatever the case may be. But in my check-ins, if I have 10 cents, guess what? I'm going to act as if I have 10 cents because the debt needs to be paid off.
Right.
So yeah. So
Yeah, I think that's what was that last piece?
I said long game, you act as you are. That's my answer. I don't know if it's a direct answer, but that's my answer.
It's the answer, right? It's your answer. And you, if you don't, though, you'll act as if you are like you're currently,
Right,
and then you can get complacent in that, and you can become that just becomes your long lasting norm.
right,
Not it.
right. And so again, you must be purposeful, right? You know, intent is one thing, right? I don't have the intent of offending people when I speak, but
Ooh,
I have to, speak with what is the purpose? What is the purpose, right? When I speak. So I must be responsible for my purpose. My intentions, that can be misconstrued, but my purpose, regardless, it is
ooh,
what it is.
that's good. That's I gotta put a pin in that. I gotta make sure gotta put a pin in that. Okay, if you're catching that on the replay, like woo, put a pin in that. To be purposeful
Mm-hmm.
versus the intentional. Ooh, that's good. That Dr. is saying that's good. That's good teaching now.
Good.
That's
Okay.
good teaching now. So let's switch gears a little bit about like tribe and community and how important it is to have people around you that not only have your best interests at heart, but also aren't yes men, also are in their own regards chasing greatness, right? Like Sharice is totally not a yes man. When I am in my shenanigans and not being the Tabitha D James that I should be, she does not fail to let your girl know. Likewise, though, you know, like
Right.
Sharice, bro, we didn't do what we said we were
It's okay.
going
It's
to.
okay.
How important is that though? Like, what role does that play overall, and what role has it played in your life?
I think that that is an integral part of like being successful. Whatever success is to you, right? Because success is everyone's personal scale or personal measurement, right? Because for me, success might be just helping 10 people today, right? Or success to someone might be, okay, I'm going to successfully clean out my car, right? And so I think that having a tribe of people around you that understand you, pour into you, and it have set expectations for you, it's so important. Like I can't even stress that enough. Um, these people around you, like I said, I want people to set expectations for me. I don't want people around me that are just letting me be, letting me exist. Like what purpose do I have in your life for this season? I have friendships who, we've been friends for 10 plus years, right? But we all serve a purpose, right? We might go 2 years where we talk every single day, and then we might go a year where we talk once every 6 months, right? Because in that season of their life, right, they can't pour into me, I can't pour into them. So I think that having, like I said, relationships, a tribe, people around you that pour into you, set expectations is so important. I mean, it's going to help you, like your shirt says, evolve, right? So I think it's definitely necessary to have those people around you.
And it's a process, right? Like it's the evolving, the becoming into you, the development thereof. It's all a process. Like it's all like it's not just like, oh, I woke up today and I have evolved.
Right.
I have arrived. I
Right.
am me. Like nah, it don't work like that.
You
And
just not.
I would love to say I wish it did, but I'm glad it doesn't because who you are in that process definitely develops that willpower to keep going when that process looks trash.
Right.
Like, whoa, what's going on here? But what's going on today can't phase me because like the process,
Right.
right? Like what it's taken to get to here has just like built up this like, ooh, I can about do anything.
Okay. I want
Why
to build.
not?
Do I want to build a house from YouTube? Yeah, I can do it.
That part. Ooh, you said You said the word. You want to build a house on YouTube. So what if I don't know how to do something? Is that like is that a reason, excuse? How do you feel? Oh, your facial expression even changed.
No,
Ooh.
absolutely not. We had this discussion the other day about being resourceful, right? And I think that's a issue and an excuse that a lot of people use but don't say they use. Like, I don't know how to do it. I've never seen it done. I don't have access to. Google is free. Google is free. Um, Everyone in this day and age has an iPhone or some type of smartphone device, something. You can literally get on these phones. I learned how to day trade on my phone in this past week off of a free app. I made money this week off of a free app, right? I went to Google, how do I do this? Right. And I'm going to learn it. And so I think that not knowing is one of the most annoying excuses that I hear every single day. Like, I don't know anyone who's ever done it, or I've never seen it done. I watch YouTube. There's someone that did it, or there's a blueprint out there for someone that started, or if there's not, like, example, did you know anyone from your hometown who's done what you're doing? Absolutely not. Okay, but you are resourceful enough to become the woman that you are, right? Like, I am she didn't start because Tabitha had a blueprint, right? I am she was, all right, we gonna launch and we're gonna see where it takes us.
Figure it out.
Okay. We got books, okay. Now we have ornaments, clothing, like, okay. She is me.
Oh, no
Here you go.
blueprint.
Here you go. Some kids, some girls, and they need some guidance.
Right, let's figure it out, right?
Okay. Drive up the side of a mountain. Let's call Sharice to do it.
Let's call Sharice to do it. Resourceful,
Right.
right? Need activities. Let's call Cupcake. Like
Okay.
resourceful.
You're going to get it done. That people again, you act as you are, you're purposeful, right? If I don't know anyone in my family who's a doctor, I will be the first doctor. Actually, I'm honestly the first. My neither one of my parents have a degree. I have an undergrad, master's degree, and I will have a doctorate degree. No one in my family has done this. My grandmother doesn't even have a high school education. We're talking about my grandmother picked cotton. She dropped out of school to help her mother raise her 12 siblings. And you're going to tell me that my grandmother has a sixth grade education. Actually, I think that I may be giving her too much, but she made it do it too. And I'm going to use that same excuse. Oh, there's no one in my family. Oh, no one from my hometown does that. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's too many. It's too many options, or it's too many ways to figure out how to get it done. So I'm glad that you went there, so that just is an easy segue into like what made you want to be a doctor and what made you pursue that path. Did you know you wanted to be a doctor when you first went to undergrad? Did it come about then, or when you were a little girl? And then, like, tell us a little bit about that journey and that story.
All right. So, long story short, um, born in Sumter, South Carolina, raised in North Carolina. My mom was married, like before I probably knew how to hold my head up, right? So we moved out to North Carolina. My parents got divorced. And in the mix of that divorce, right, like I found out, um, my grandmother was also sick, but I also found out that the man who my mom was married to, my dad, still to this day, we have a relationship. He isn't actually my father. And so we're in the midst of like my grandmother being sick and everything. My mom was like, okay, well, we're going to move back to South Carolina. Mind you, I was living in Charlotte, right? And so she was like, we'll move back to South Carolina. My grandmother has an acre of land in the middle of a cornfield. And so we moved in with my grandmother to Maysville because, like I said, my grandmother was sick. My mom wanted to help. And it was also close to my father. So I could, try to develop a relationship with him. In the midst of moving, again, living in Charlotte, I was very active, taekwondo, cheerleading, basketball, anything you name it. I was there, after school program, everything. Okay? And so when we moved to Maysville, South Carolina, there was absolutely nothing to do. There's not even a stoplight in the town. Um, so yeah, and so when we moved there, like I said, my grandmother only has, a grade school education. And so going to the doctors with her and kind of hearing the terminology that they use and seeing the expression on her face that she didn't understand it, right? It made me want to help and learn, right? And I've always been a person who likes to give. Like, if I have a penny, here's the penny, right? Like, whatever it is, I always like to give. And so I think that in life, to be successful, people need two things: health and education. But I truly believe that you can't even go after your education if you're not healthy. And so just kind of like helping my grandmother through that process, like being able to come home, research, then go back and explain, okay, grandma, this is what hypertension means, right?
Mm.
This is what's happening. Okay, grandma. All right. So now you came to me and said somebody else got diabetes. Let me go and research that, right? And so just going through that process of being able to help people and see like when that light bulb clicks on, right? Um, I think that not even I think I know that that's what shifted me into the world of healthcare. Um, Also, there's not a lot of people that look like me, and that um, share the experiences that I have, and are humble enough to be able to want to, bring more people to the table. And so I think, not even I think, I know that's kind of, long story short, what got me to student Dr. Lesay.
Yes. So has it been an easy process?
Easy. Absolutely easy. If it was easy, there would be more people at the table that look like me. Like, easy. It's easy to ride a bike. It's easy to take a shower. Like, it's easy to put my socks on. Easy to learn how to drive. Medical school, getting here easy. Ha! That's a good one.
Ooh. So do you feel like the challenge? So since there are not a lot of people that look like us that are in that space, do you think that it's the rigor, it's the process, it's the microaggressions, it's the what do you all of them do you what do you feel like are some of the barriers, right? And also internally, maybe some of them are barriers that we create, but what do you think are some of the challenges or like reasons why we don't achieve at such a level, and or whether that's becoming a doctor or becoming a business owner, because becoming a whatever or whatever in whatever profession, what do you think are some of those things?
Okay, so I truly think there's the collection of things, right? So, like, rigor, access, all of that. I think when I look at it, like, again, it kind of goes back. A lot of us in this age range, like, we are the generation of change. We don't have a blueprint. And so I think for other cultures and people from other backgrounds, they've been given a blueprint, right? Mom or granddad or someone is a doctor or someone has a business, right? So they can just pass it to them or they can teach them, right? Like, they can teach them, okay, yes, you have a lemonade stand. Let's file some taxes. Let's, create some employees. What's a Roth IRA? What's a mutual fund? What is it? And so I think having a blueprint or lack of a blueprint is one of the biggest things, biggest barriers. Internally, I think a lot of us face imposter syndrome, right? Like, what am I doing here? Do I belong here? Do I deserve this space? Like, is this seat, real for me? And so I think that yeah, it's a lot of barriers, but it can be done. But I think definitely not having that blueprint. But again, Google is free, so no excuses.
Google is free. And I think for you, or I definitely want to know more around this, and I'm going to ask you to tell your version of how we even came to be. But when you think about the long game and some of the other things that you've done, you've mentioned stock. I know that you did get a master's in between undergrad and medical school. You've worked, you've done, explored other opportunities. Is that something that is, I guess you would say, normal for someone who's looking to be a doctor, or what has made you want to even do more things out, and you do a ton of like service, and you and your friends adopt families, and like you do things in your hometown. Like, it's just so many things, and so it's just like, where did all of this kind of come from ish?
Um, I'm a person, again, I'm very transparent, people. So I do also, excuse me, I have been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and ADHD, right? And so managing all of those things, again, like I said, when I was little, my mom had me, and everything. But as an adult, I think that's something like I always like to be on goal, right? And I think that's a part, not even I think, I know, like it's a part of the ADHD piece of the puzzle of who is Shirice, right? And
Mhm.
so I want to be a well-rounded individual, right? I don't want to say I dislike, but I struggle to connect with people who are like, this is kind of like the disconnect, right, between people who have an MD or PhD or something like that. Because PhD, they know everything about one subject. MDs, we know kind of a little bit of everything about a lot of things. And so for me, being a well-rounded person, if something sparks my interest, I'm not going to say, let's not do that because we don't have time. I'm going to say, we only need about 5 hours of sleep tonight because we got 8 hours of sleep the night before. So let's stay up and watch some YouTube about how to do it. And so for me, I think it's just a part of who I've always been. Like I like to be involved in a lot of things. I don't know what no is. So yeah, that's me.
That's it. I mean, it's just very, it's it's awesome that you handle your varying, I don't want to call them issues because I don't think that's what there are, pieces of you in
Mhm.
that way. It's like, yeah, I may have ADHD, but I'm going to use it to go learn something new.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to allow that to defeat me. Furthermore,
Mhm.
I'm going to not also let that become who I am, because that could very well be the reason why you would not be student Dr. Lesane, right?
Right.
So that could very well be a reason why you're not achieving said thing. So that's pretty awesome. So let's, Lord Sharice, it's the long game for me. We've been
Okay.
at this thing for a while. How
Okay.
did how did we get here? How did this?
Okay. How did I meet Dr. J? I don't even know where I was coming from or why I was coming there. Um, but I was just wandering around. Probably had gotten off at the wrong bus stop, freshman. Here we are. Um, and I was walking back to my apartment or residence hall. Wasn't staying on campus in the traditional residence hall or dorms, as people call them. But I stopped by the housing office, and I don't even know what the question was or why I was thinking about that question, but I'm so glad I was because it turned into probably a 2 hour conversation. And so yeah, that's honestly, and the rest is history. It was like I'm in this program, I'm in SNAP. I have a mentor, don't really know what's up with that mentor. And you be like, all right, come on, here we go.
I got you, baby.
And so here we are.
I was like, I got you, baby. I'm your mentor.
Exactly. I got 10 others, but here we are.
Literally. I have 10 others because the ones from last year still won't stop calling me. So, but I got you.
Hmm.
But it has been literally a beautiful ever since. So, for
Yes.
those of you tuning in, we have known each other since 2011, 12, 11.
One of those years.
11 or 12. I think it's 11, but either way, it's been a long time coming, but it's been the long game. So at this point, it's like cross mentoring, it's friendship, it's we traveled together. I like would like to think that we've become a part of each other's tribe, which
Right.
is something that I asked the last two young ladies that I interviewed about around why is that important. And I asked you too, because I think that as you're looking to achieve things, especially things that are not normal,
Mm-hmm.
for your city or your family or your current circle, it is so important to be around people that are going to just push you. Child, I don't know nothing about being no doctor, but I could send her some motivational texts. You
Right.
know, I could say you're not dropping out of school today, right? Um, I can say, so it's just like I can send a resource if I see one, if I see something that looks like it might be fitting. So I think that it's so important, and the same goes, like it's vice versa. So I think that it's really important that we segment people into our lives that are going to be okay with pushing us,
Right. We
right?
don't
Because
need.
ain't that many people that's going to try to push us.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
cream of the crop, period. Humbly,
In my humble opinion, in my humble opinion,
in my
we are.
humble opinion, cream of the crop. And there's not many people that are going to be willing to push us. So therefore, in our circles, our varying circles, we have to make sure that we have people that are going to do that, or it does make that journey. The journey could plateau because at this point, I like to say if I don't achieve anything else,
Right.
whatever,
Right.
right? But that's not the end goal,
No.
right? No, gotta keep moving and gotta keep thinking about the long game
Right.
because there is no instant. I'm not the one becoming a doctor, she is, but I would like to think that there is no instant gratification in the world of being a student doctor.
No. I,
Maybe passing a test.
even then, though, you're like, okay, because
There's another one.
yeah, there's another one. There's board exams. There's like, okay, now that I have this board exam, now I got to go to clinicals, and I have a new test on a new subject every so often. So yeah, it's like always something that you're thinking about.
Hmm. Listen, hats off to you. So, a topic that is a thing, a something that is very important to both of us. It's National Mentoring Month, I think. Yeah, it is January. Yep, right. It's National Mentoring Month in my world every month, so every day, right? Every day. But why is mentoring important to you? How has it impacted you? Why do you do it? All that jazz, right? I like to form the questions real loosely with you and just let you.
Let me go. Okay, so why is mentoring important to me? Honestly, I think that mentoring is important to me because it's important to give others what I didn't have or what I wish I had. Um, and so, and to motivate people, right? Because I know that not everyone is the cream of the crop. They may have cream of the crop tendencies or like, you know, they have the ability to be, but not everyone around them has a tribe of people that are saying, okay, yeah, you can do this. Like, I know many people who could have achieved so much more, but as long as they went to college or did whatever, it doesn't matter that they moved back home and now they have a degree and they want to, succeed, but they're working at a factory because to their family, at least they went and got a degree. So mentoring is very important to me because I want people to believe in themselves at the end of the day. Whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to mop floors for the rest of your life, please be the best floor mopper
Best
you ever.
floor.
Okay, I want those floors to shine. Period. Okay, like if that's what you want to do, and I just want people to believe in themselves. And I think I shared a quote with you the other day or a tweet with you. And we said basically the young lady said, we come to this earth to serve, but somehow we get lost in the sauce and forget. It keeps me grounded though, and it fuels me to evolve into a better human being. So that is why mentoring is important.
That part. It's the part when she said, "My mentees think I'm nice." That was for me because oh snap,
$20 to yourself.
$20 to myself. But still, that was the part for me for real because it's like it's not about being nice. It's about the fact of seeing a need and meeting it. It's about reaching as you climb. It's about pulling people up and helping people to create that tribe, right?
Right.
Because like even how you and I met, that was a very like peer mentor based program, and it was group based, right? And so in that there are several people that may have not connected with me, but they connected with someone, right? Or they didn't connect with Sharice when she was mentoring people or something, but they connected with people, right?
Right.
Or they connected with opportunities, or they connected with resources, right? So it's not even about me, it's or you or whoever. It's about the fact that you are now able to reimagine your future. You are
Right.
now able to reimagine your next step, and you may tap into things that you would have never done had it not been um, for that organization or for that person or for you walking into that random space. And so it's like um, it's just magical, right?
It is. It is. It
And
is.
it's the challenge that we often need, because when I think about like mentors, like I feel like, gosh, who told you that you was able to like pull me out like that? Like, who do you think you are?
Ooh. Ooh.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to be able to extract that from me? And it's just like, shoot, I'm a person who sees that you should be striving for more. So here I am to be a little nugget, a little Aggie, and pull you out.
Right.
Yeah, that's magic. That's
Yeah. It
magic.
is.
So,
Like,
so
no,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. You got
No, you got it.
Okay, so I think in wrapping that up, I'll say one of the things that I have always strived to do is to, and I'm going to read it because I don't want to mess it up, but being able to create a legacy that's going to inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. So I'll leave it at that. We'll wrap up on that. Okay.
Oh my god, I could go on there forever. So if I was someone who was stuck, right? So a lot of people come, several people, I won't say a lot, several people come to me and they're like, I'm stuck. I want to do, I don't know, something. And I'm stuck and I don't really know which way to go and I don't really know how to and all of this. So besides me saying look it up, right? What are some ways that we could tell people to get like unstuck or to find those people that we're talking about that pull you out? What are some tactics that people can apply, for lack of better terms, to get out of their own way, really?
Okay, so getting out of your own way. First, are you healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, right? So, however that looks to you, do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to go gym and lift 600 pounds? Do you need to talk to your therapist, right? We all need therapy. Therapy is necessary, even if you feel like nothing is wrong with you. Sometimes I just sit on the phone with my therapist and talk, right? So first,
Right.
once you are in a space, and you need to make sure you're in a space to be able to move, because sometimes you do need to sit in that funk or whatever it is so that you can appreciate once you're out of it and look back and be like, dang, I was doing that. That was me. I'm really popping. Okay. So I think that's number one. That's the first step. Um, and then secondly, I think like just being purposeful and like, again, it comes back to that person. Like you need to just do something, whether it's going on Facebook and literally you can get on Facebook and type in anything, travel nursing, vending machines. Like you can find someone and hashtag on Instagram or Twitter or something, make a call to your pastor who knows the local mayor, something, someone knows something that you can benefit from. Whether it's a teacher, the custodian, don't be afraid to open your mouth. And so I think being stuck, like I said, first make sure you're healthy and then use your resources. So use social media. If you, if I come to Tabitha and I say, Tabitha, I want to learn how to create picture frames. Guess what we're going to do? Okay.
How do you?
Get your friends, okay? So I think, like I said, as long as you're in the right space to receive it and achieve it, like get on YouTube, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, whatever you have to do to do it, right? To be purposeful. Don't sit in that funk.
Ooh, that's good. That's good tips, right? Don't get stuck being stuck,
Right.
right? Like
Yeah.
don't. I mean, and if you don't, you don't always have to go look up the thing either. Go look up something inspiring. Like I think that we have to reframe our mind around. There are so many. I think because a lot of us have been in a digital age so long, we forget how many resources that we actually have
Mm-hmm.
that can help us to change our life. Like you said, you made money off a free app, right?
Right.
I meet people every day that can help my business or are going to invest into my business, whether that's getting a service or telling somebody or something on a free app.
Right.
It's free by doing what I know how to do, and that's run my mouth.
All day.
And listen, I'm a very good listener also. So it's like I don't know how, or I'm not aware, or I don't understand. It's just not really a reason to be stuck, honestly. Like it's really an excuse. So and get around good people. If you're around people that are making moves, it's gonna be really weird not to. But
Right.
if you stay stuck and you stay around people who are okay with that, it's gonna be easy to sit in that. It's gonna be easy to marinate in that. It's gonna be easy to not change your life or your story or anything because what's the motivation?
Right. If I look around me and all I see are people who are stuck, why should I be any different? This is the normal. This is the normal. Instead of if I look around me and everyone's a millionaire, why do I still have $5 in my account?
Okay.
Like what is going on? So yeah, your tribe, your circle, you need those people that are gonna call you out. If they see you, like if my friends come to me and tell me, okay, I want to create a candle business, I'm checking up on them every 6 months. Every you call me out all the time. I'd be like, okay, you Sharice, what's going on with X, Y, and Z? Okay, Dr. J. So you know me, how I really just like to do stuff. Yeah.
But I'm calling you out though.
Yeah.
You got because the accountability. It's the accountability. If you don't have it, when I said if I say a said thing, I'm going to pay myself a set amount. Sharice is like, well, wait, how are you going to be held accountable? And I was like, I'm responsible. I can hold myself accountable. Leave me alone. She's like, nah, you need more accountability than that. Like, you need
Right.
more accountability than that. And what's going on with this? And have you done this in the program? Have you tried this? Like, it's the accountability and it's the not allowing someone to be mediocre either.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if it sounds mediocre or it sounds like it's not you going to your full potential, it's just you doing something to be doing it. Have people that are willing to that are going to feel comfortable calling you out about that. That's why I preach community and I preach tribe and I preach having good people in your tribe, not just having people that you can call on, but having people that will call you out.
Yes. You need those people.
Ooh, ooh. Dr. Lesane, if you had to leave the people with something,
If
what
I
would
had
you leave them with?
to do something, mm, ooh, who are the people?
The
Who
people, let's say the people that are at a point where I know I want to be doing more in life, but I don't have that tribe and I don't know what's next and I'm just I want it, but I'm trying to like piece that thing together. What would you leave them with?
hmm, I would tell people to act as you are.
Mm.
Move purposeful, throw intention out the door, and let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Listen, I have several travel photos to share with the people as I recap this video.
Okay.
So, what has, and this is totally kind of unrelated to like goals and getting and all of that, which if you got travel goals, child, get at your girl. But, because what has travel done for you, and what has been one of your, I guess, favorite travel places?
That's so hard.
I know I
Um,
don't ask easy questions.
I appreciate that though. Need people who are going to challenge me. So I think that for me, traveling has made me who I am. Um,
Ooh, yes.
I like I said, I like to be well rounded. I like to know a little about a lot of things. And so traveling has connected me with so many people. I have family. Like I can throw a dart at the map and I'm going to know someone that knows someone that knows someone there. Like some way, somehow, or if I don't, I'm gonna make a friend there. I don't know a stranger. I might not remember names, right? But I remember faces, I remember spirits, I remember energy. And so I can go back to Ecuador right now and I'll have a family to stay with. I can go to Haiti right now and I can take you to some of the best food spots thanks to some of my other travel experiences, right? Like I met a friend, I have friends that I did Peace Corps Ecuador with my training. And so if I go to New Orleans right now, come on. I'm not taking you to I'm not, I don't think of myself as a tourist. I'm a traveler, right? So I'm going to go
Yeah.
talk to the local corner person, whoever it is. And I might be in some dangerous situations, right? I've been locked in a few countries, natural disasters, whatever the case may be. But traveling for me has made me who I am. I don't know a stranger, and I think that that's one of the great things about me. I let a person's experiences determine how like I receive their energy or whatever their mood is. So if a person comes to me and they're really negative or bad, I know because I've traveled and I've experienced more that this person is coming to the table with a set of experiences that I don't know of. So it's now my responsibility to, instead of internalizing this hate or whatever energy they may be giving to me, to open up to them and give them space to share. And as a
Mm.
physician, I think that's very important. So, but one of my favorite travel places, I would say energy, probably Costa Rica. Um, just like uh, I love it. Beautiful people. Um, just having like I don't even know how to describe the energy. It's just so freeing. But that's probably energy wise. Food wise, Haiti. Oh my gosh, take me back. Like I'm not a person that
Haiti.
said take me back, but take me back, Haiti.
Wow. That's good. I've never been to either of those, so
It's okay. We can go.
we can go. We can go. Now I'm real when I leave America, when I'm in America, which that doesn't mean it's safer or not. I think it's just all in my brain. When I'm in America, I'm all for trying to be on the beaten path, not really being touristy. When I'm not in America, resort me please. Except for food. Except for food. Because resort food be trash. But I want to stay at the resort. I want to be, doing all that. I'm not trying to live like the people. But and I don't really want to do much exploring except for food and like souvenirs and stuff.
Okay. Well, I think everyone has their own set of travel standards. I would like to one day be able to like just go somewhere and relax. But again, I just like to be doing stuff. So I need to see what the people see here.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared. I'd be scared. All right, y'all. Go forth. Act as you are. Right? That's our
Mhm.
takeaway. Act as you are. And there was another one.
Let's get
So
it.
let's get it.
Let's get it. It was like I don't remember there. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Y'all will catch it on the replay. Y'all will catch it on the replay, right? And if you're listening on the podcast, just rewind it to get back to get back the other one. But I do remember that you should act as you are, and that was really big. She got me together with that the other day. So just as y'all are getting snatched, so am I. Just as I snatch people, there are also people that snatch my life. So that's great. Dr. Lesane, I thank you so much for today. I hope that term five,
Term 5.
right? Term 5 out of
10.
10. So halfway there.
Halfway.
Halfway there. I hope that turn 5 out of 10 is delightful and amazing and successful, not stressful.
Appreciate that.
Okay, keep striving. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you guys.
Bye, y'all.